just three other notes, and then we'll jump immediately into this. SVCs are now populated out on GMPI, so if you're not the one that normally does the downloads, please mention it to your manager so that they can get those downloaded and start utilizing. Manifest lists in Global Connect for all of you have populated, at least to date. There's fresh ones out there. So once this call's over with, please do your part in downloading your manifest for your store. And then I guess the last thing, and most of you may not deal with it, but your managers, where we've ran DBCs, dealer bonus cash, the last couple months, we've migrated for Chevrolet only. Those of you that have Buick, GMC, or Cadillac don't play in this right now. But we've got Chevrolet Flex Cash. That's the replacement for the dealer bonus cash certificates. Hopefully it will be an easier, more user-friendly way of tracking any of those DBC type incentives that you would hand out. Now you'll have a log, and you won't have guys double dipping, because we only pay one time regardless of how many times you spend it. So just a few tidbits, notes that are different this month that maybe you didn't know last month. Dave, take it away.
All right, great. Thank you, team. Appreciate it. Just want to start off by saying this is a 1-year anniversary of our 3 for calls. So I appreciate everybody's time they've put into this over the last 12 months, and the support from both the zone team and the dealerships alike. A couple of things I just want to go over this morning, and I'll try to do it a little bit slower than I did the last call. I've had 2 pots of coffee this morning, so I was pretty quick on the last one, but I'll make sure that I kind of tone it down a little bit this time. But CDK's got some pink templates for your websites now. They're available. Just talk to your ProCare advocate. So if you want to show some support on your website to Breast Cancer Awareness Month here in October, you can go pink just like the NFL does on your website. It's a real easy switch over. And also they've got a hashtag #IDrive4 on Instagram and Twitter. Now these hashtags, every time that a hashtag appears on Instagram or Twitter with the #IDrive4 hashtag, Chevrolet is going to donate $5 for towards the American Cancer Society. So this would be a great opportunity for you guys to make up a little sign, an #IDrive4 sign, maybe hold it up and take some pictures of your customers as they're taking delivery. And just know that every time you take a pic and post it to your Twitter or Instagram accounts, Chevrolet has donated $5 to breast cancer awareness. So it gets the customer involved, gets the dealership involved. It's just a great program to support the American Cancer Society. As we know, it's 100-year anniversary of Chevrolet trucks, and so we're going to be working on some truck key plays for October. But just before we get into the truck key plays, I want to talk about a little bit about all the incentives that are out there. Kelly touched on it. First thing you want to do is know your incentives. On like a 4-wheel drive crew cab LT with an All-Star edition, there's a lot of stackable cash out there. If you go to an LS or an LTZ or High Country, it's not all compatible. So just be aware, make sure that everybody has the correct incentives, and or at least talking to the manager before quoting any incentives, make sure we're got them all right on the right truck. Fast started on the 2nd and goes to the 16th. It's an extra $750 on Silverado, Equinox, Traverse, Colorado, and Camaro. So it's a great opportunity to get out of the gate swinging and build some urgency with your customer base on the campaigns that we're about ready to work. In addition to that, we've got the Impalas LT, Sonics, and Spark LSs at 20% off. And a great addition to the market this month is the trade-in assistance on Silverado and 18 Equinox. So we can get up to we get $1,000 if they trade in a vehicle 99 or newer. Doesn't have to be a GM to be anything. So great opportunity there. And of course, we've got the loyalty cash, as well as GM Financial's got some standalone offers for 0 to 72 on select models. Don't forget those to talk about in the mix. So nowadays, we never know what consumer's hot button is, whether it's a 0% rate or the several $1,000s off in discount. So Great mix of opportunities for us moving forward. Let's start with the Silverado. The first thing we're going to do is download our playbook out of CSSR. Go export it into Excel and apply the sorting filters. Next, sort out your Silverado owners. And then we're going to sort out those customers in market favoring GM. Now remember, this is a 6-month propensity window, meaning that these customers in the next 6 months will be purchasing, statistically, will be purchasing a new GM product. The next sort we're going to do is sort out their loyalty score. So we're going to sort out high loyalty. Now this is your service loyalty. So these customers are in market favoring GM, and they're used to spending money at their store getting their service done with you. And then the last one we're going to do is we're going to sort out a car and, excuse me, I got a typo. It should be a car and old car there. Those two life cycle stages are at the end of a customer's trade cycle. They're closer to trading that vehicle in. They've taken less pride in it. It's a beater with a heater. It's a basic transportation vehicle for them. It's not a new car or even my car where they're still enjoying it and keeping pride and ownership of it. So it's a great opportunity to sort out those customers that are near the end of their trade cycle, that are high loyalty or dealership, favoring GM, and currently owning Silverados. Now, just one thing that I might point out when talking to your customers, this household match, or HH equals 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the number of GM vehicles in the household that may not be the Silverado that they're interested in trading. Maybe they're in market for it. It may be one of the other vehicles in their driveway. So if you see an HH equals 4, there's 3 other GM vehicles in the driveway, and we probably want to ask about those as well. All right. The next set of customers we want to take a look at is going to use Service Smarts. Now, the previous play, we use our playbook data, and that's a list of all our customers that bought from us and still own it. This is a list of customers that did not buy from us but service with us. And this is how we get those. We go to Service Smarts. Now, there's 3 columns in Service Smarts. The first one are customers that bought from you, service with you, and live within your area. The next list is customers that bought from you, service with you, but live outside your area of responsibility. And the last list, and this is the one we're really, really looking for, and this is just a generic list. This is not anybody's data. So you'll have more. You probably have much more than what you see here. These are customers that bought from another Chevrolet dealer, but they have chosen to service with you. So they chased a deal down the street on their last vehicle, but for whatever, but they're not going to that dealer for service. They've chosen to do service business with you. And this gives us an advantage of it. And it's not just the guy that did one service with you, maybe broke down while he was traveling through on vacation. This is a customer that has had to have had at least 3 service visits with your service department. So it's a customer that has chosen multiple times to come visit your service department and did not buy from you. This is a great opportunity for us to reach out and tell them about the incentives that are available. That blue 29 or whatever number is in that column for you will link, when you click it, will link to your customers and your customer list. And it'll look like this when you click on it. This list is downloadable into Excel, where you can sort and filter just like we did the playbook. But you can see that it shows the Silverado, the name, their ad, and how many miles they live, and actually how long they've had the vehicle. So you can see if it's 63 months they've had it, 29 months they've had it, 37, etc. This is a really strong list. This individual list does not include their phone numbers or email addresses. You may have those in your CRM if your CRM pulls out of your DMS, or you may have to go into your DMS and look at those individually. But these customers are a great opportunity for us to reach out to and inform them. Statistically, most dealerships do not follow up with their customers effectively, especially long-term after 3 or 4 years. And so if we're the ones following up with the customer, even though they didn't buy from us, setting the tone, we might impress them and earn their business on the sale the next time around. All right. So our last play is our lead brands, Cruise, Malibu, and Trax. All these vehicles currently have $3,500 off in either rebate or rebate and bonus cash, and it's a great addition. Great addition to pick up some cars and some of our entry-level crossovers. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to sort out our playbook data and apply that sort and filter again. I've changed the graphics just a little bit so you can kind of see how, as we filter these customers, we narrow the lists down to the lowest hanging fruit. So we start with all our customers. We then sort by model to sort out your Cruise, Malibu, and Trax customers. And then we sort by in-market favoring GM. And as you can see, the funnel narrows as we get closer to our buyers. Then we're going to sort out our follow-up priority column. And in that follow-up priority column, and it's all the way on the right-hand side, there's 3 letters and blanks. The 3 letters are A, B, and C, and then blank. A being your lowest hanging fruit or the lowest funnel customers, and then your B and C on top of that. And then any customers that have a blank in that makes up the other top part of the funnel. So what you want to do is focus on those A customers. Because it's a propensity to purchase, in other words, it's a 6-month window that these customers are in, I can't tell you if they're in month 1 or month 6, but what the data can tell you is that these A, B, and C customers are closer to buying than the rest of the customers. So if we focus on these customers through the month, we should have some good results with this as well. Now, the last thing I want to just talk about real quick is, hey, when we do these campaigns, be sure we talk to all the managers about it, make sure that we're all on the same page as to what campaigns we're going to run, whether you decide that you want to do these ones that are kind of pre-selected for you or develop some of your own. Download and sort your playbook list according to what you want to run, and then develop a script and practice with the BDC staff or the salespeople that are going to be calling these customers. Make sure that they're scripted or they understand the messaging that they're going to take place with a customer. Listen to the calls, and if possible, track the results. Tracking is really kind of some of the underrated things that we do, because I'm all about that. If something isn't working, if we're not getting all the customers or they're not seeing value in our call, that we need to change what we're doing and quickly, and so we have a positive outcome at the end of the month. So fail fast. Don't wait till the end of the month and be like, well, that didn't work. If you notice it's not working in the first week or so, then let's look at what we're talking, how we're communicating it to our customers, the messages that we're leaving, the why buys we're communicating, the offer that we're sending them, the email follow-up, how long we're following up with the customers. Let's take a look at all that and adjust accordingly so we have good results by the end of the month. So at 11:14, it leaves us about 5 minutes for questions. Or Kelly, if there's anything you want to add to this?
I don't have anything to add, but what I would like, I see Matt Miller's on here. Matt, do you have anything you want to, Matt is with GM Financial. Do you end up having anything you want to throw out?
Thanks, Kelly. I appreciate the opportunity on that. No, just specific to the turn down certificates on the Cruise Malibus, they have added the enhancement for the model year 18. So that's on model year 17 and 18 Cruise and Malibus. And the reload on that is going to be mid-month as well. It's going to go to 17. That's all I got, Kelly.
Great.
Thank you.
And for those of you that might not be aware of what that is a program that we have with GMF that is another way to possibly get either a turn down or a step issue resolved on a Cruise and a Malibu that, you know, might not have gotten done otherwise from your sales tower or F&I office. So just make you aware of that. Jog your respective manager's mind a little bit. Hey, they said something or other about GMF approval certificates. What's that? And then the light bulb might go on. Other than that, does anybody have any other questions or anything so that I can let Terry get on with his team day or whatever? It looked like he's a Duke fan. I didn't see Duke on the field last night, but Anyway, anybody have any questions on anything? Quiet bunch.
Thank you.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
I'm going to let everybody.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody, and have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
All right, bye guys.
See you, Dave.
Take care, Kelly.